6 feet to centimeters. Cheese.
Awesome. Thanks, France. Yeah, hammer is Wynter, yellow.
Where's Wynter going?
Pardon me?
Where does Wynter go?
Langley, BC.
Should be start.
Yeah. We could probably get started anytime.
Chris? You just give us a little signal when we're ready to go.
We're ready.
Okay. Welcome to the Thistle St. Andrews Curling Club, St. John, New Brunswick, for the Papa John's Pizza U21 Provincial Championships. I'm Kevin Kyle. I'm joined here today with Felipe Marine. And this is the first draw of the junior provincials. We throwing red rocks. We have Team Tracy from the Gladstone Curling Club versus Team Wynter from Curl Moncton. And Team Wynter is throwing yellow rocks and has the hammer. Felipe, good morning. We're off to a great start here.
Good morning, Kevin. Yeah, Team Wynter managed to get it closer on the last shot draw. So because they were able to get it closer to the button, they will have hammer in the first end.
And now throwing lead for Team Wynter. Lauren Salage.
Yep, the Team Tracy lead threw it into the house, so they're gonna looks like they're gonna start off a little conservatively. And the ice was running a little bit straight during practice, and you can see that Lauren's come out just missed that to the left, and it didn't curl up. So looks like Brooke Tracy's gonna call a second one into the house. Just try to keep the play inside the rings for now.
Yeah, the Team Tracy lead is Sierra Tracy. She's a grade 10 student at Ormocta High School.
Yeah, and they have a family affair on that team. Her sister Brooke is the skip, and their dad Jeremy is the coach. So, as we see very often in curling, we've got families well involved.
Yes, curling certainly is a great family sport.
So it looks like they were trying to tap that one back to the 4-foot, but they've got two rocks in the house. And Olivia Wynter is going to call for Lauren to try and remove the one that's closer in the middle.
This rock seemed to start curling quite early there, Felipe.
Yeah, well, I was watching practice earlier, and going away from the center lines is curling more than it is towards the center. So you can see that one over curled, but they managed to get the other rock out. So the were able to remove one of the red stones.
So Camden Cottle from Team Tracy.
It looks like they're going to try and tap that one back. Again, they want to keep play in the house and keep things simple for the first end. Try to get a feel for the ice. Now the two reds are sitting next to each other, so this might give Corey an opportunity to make a double here. Corey Pastek, the second stone for Team Wynter. And you can see that Olivia is taking the broom pretty much right on the edge of the rock, so she's not expecting this to curl very much.
Corey's a grade 11 student at Harrison Trimble.
It looks like she's on the same path as Lauren was, just out an inch or two, and that's just not going to curl back there. So we'll have to keep an eye on that spot, Kevin, throughout the game. They got on a straight spot there twice.
Yeah, we'll see the skips pick up on that, make the adjustment with the broom.
It wasn't clear what she called there. I think she's calling it a tight guard, but it looks like she might have called also to bring another one in. We'll see.
Camden Cottle, she's a grade 12 student at Norwalk High School.
Looks like she's going around everything, trying to bring one into the 4-foot area. Partially guarding the outside, so that'll make it tough to make the double now.
So Corey Pastek with her second shot in the end.
Yeah, this one should curl some. I like that nice soft wait for the takeouts to try and make the shooter stay. And she does. She rolls over to the open side.
So Olivia calling for the takeout here.
Nice shot by Kirsten Donovan. Really important to make the nose hit out there to keep the pressure on.
And with that weight, it ran really straight.
So Olivia's going to try and hit this one in the center, the red one that's in the center of the rings, and maybe try to roll towards that other red one. Just try to bring the play over there. Oh, look, this is curling up, and look, she got a hit and roll behind the corner guard.
Okay. Great shot there from the third, Kaiten Gallant.
It is a great shot. I think she's number 2, but that's in a nice spot. Yeah, it looks like the red one's just biting the 8-foot, and the yellow one we can see on the overhead view is just number 2, but that's in a really good spot, and it chokes off that come around on that guard as well. Great shot by Caitlin.
Kristen Donovan, home for Team Tracy. Looks like she has good line here. Sweeper's trying to carve it.
Well, I guess that previous red one stayed in the rings. So Kristen makes a hit and she rolled over to the side. Now they're lying 3.
Caitlin Gallant getting set to deliver. Caitlin's a grade 12 student at Bernice McNaughton.
This one got out a little bit again, but with that lighter weight, it should curl up some. All they really need is a nose hit here. That's a good shot.
So we're down to Skips Rocks here in the first end in the opening draw of the Under-21 Junior Men's and Women's Provincial Curling Championships. The men's and ladies winners of this event will be traveling to Langley, BC to represent New Brunswick at the Nationals in January 2020.
That'll be a nice trip for the winners. Nice weight by Brooke. She's just looking to try and hit and stick.
Brooke's a grade 11 student at Ormocto High School.
Well, she jammed it on the back one. It just didn't curl up, and so that's a big break for Olivia Wynter.
So that brings two into play now.
Yeah, because yellow shot rock in the back. And she's not going to be too worried about those two red ones. I think she's just drawing up towards them. Another option might be to draw around that tight corner guard, but maybe she's a little worried that she doesn't want to tap it in where it's so close to the rings. So I guess she's just drawing into the open side to try and lie to.
Olivia Wynter is a grade 11 student at Harrison Trimble. A little fun fact, Felipe, these two teams did battle in the ladies' final of the TSA Cash Spiel back in November.
Early November, yeah. There are two good teams, two good young teams, up and coming. And Olivia makes a nice draw to the open side, and they're lying too with hammer.
And that championship final in that Cash Spiel was won by Team Tracy in the next round. So expect these teams to have a close battle again today.
Yeah,
Felipe?
wouldn't expect any different. So it looks like Brooke is definitely wants to get rid of the first one. If she got a double, it would certainly be a bonus.
And if she does hit and roll in front of that other yellow one, set up a possible jam.
Good shot. Good sweep to keep it straight there. So she hits and rolls towards the middle.
So this is the hammer. Olivia Wynter trying to hit and stick for deuce. These games are 10 games.
Looks like she got out just a little bit. Here it comes though. It's starting to curl in.
Asking the sweepers to hold it.
Good shot. Nice weight on that. Well, nice deuce in the first end by Team Wynter. It was looking like Team Tracy. They were lying 3 there, but then after the jam, Olivia took advantage and got a skipper's deuce. So good two-ender to start off the week for Olivia Wynter's team.
Yeah, so these Team Tracy came in as number 3 seed, and Team Wynter is a number 6 seed. Teams were seeded based on a qualifying event.
Yeah, it was about a month ago in Rexton.
So we do have six women's teams competing for the championship. I'd like to thank the event sponsors, Papa John's Pizza and Howard Johnson's Holiday Inn Express. These events are not possible without the sponsors. I believe you're asking for the guard here, Felipe?
No, I think they called it
Yep.
right into the house. Yeah, they swept it all the way till it came in. I think Olivia, especially after getting the deuce in the first, she's happy to just bring play into the rings.
So Sierra Tracy, down for Team Tracy.
Yeah, Brooke's not going to panic here. She's just going to hit it out. Sometimes you might see a team throw up a corner guard, but where it's so early in the game, they're just happy to maybe still try and figure out the ice. Play up and down a couple of ends. See if they can get a mistake and get their deuce back.
Sierra would like to say hi to her grandparents that are watching back home in Tracy.
Girls throw a nice soft takeout weight. You're gonna make a lot of nose hits with that kind of weight. The boys could really learn from these girls. Sometimes the boys start zinging it down.
Yeah, great shot there from Lauren Solange.
Yeah, just a nice controlled takeout.
Leads don't get to throw a whole lot of takeouts,
No.
but it's nice when they have that nice control weight in their back pocket.
Here's that straight shot again. It's going to curl up a little bit. Yeah, they're going to hit and roll out though.
Corey Pastic being asked to bring it into the rings.
Yep, just going for a draw on the top four. Looks like a little heavy.
Team Tracy coming to the rings.
Yeah, they're going to draw to the wing here. And it wouldn't be too late to put up a corner guard, but looks like they're just happy to keep the play in the rings for now.
Nice weight there from Camden Cottle. Camden would like to say hi to friends Tony and Norma, watching back home.
This is the first hit we've had out here in the wings. We'll see how it reacts out there, see if it curls any.
Corey Pastic.
Sweepers are on and off, just keeping it clean. Good shot.
Again, that nice soft weight, Felipe.
Yeah, just 10-4, hog to hog. That's really soft control. You can make a lot of nose hits with that kind of weight.
Well, barring any mistake, things are shaping up for a blank end here.
Yep.
Felipe?
Well, I think Team Tracy would be happy with that. Again, they're just trying to look at the different spots in the ice, try to pick their opportunity to go for a deuce. But 10 ends is a long game. It's also a timed game, as we know. It's so they have to try and get a few ends where they're played quite quickly. So the ends that are a little more complicated, they'll have extra time. Each team has 38 minutes to play 10 ends.
Caitlin Glant being asked to play the hit and stick here. And Brooke Tracy's asking Kristen Donovan to return the favor with a hit and stick. Kirsten wants to say hi to her dad and grandparents. They're watching back home in New Maryland and Fredericton.
They just got on that straight spot again. Maybe just the weight was up just a little tiny bit and it didn't curl up. So there's an opportunity for Wynter to try and force Team Tracy to 1.
So it looks like she's called to come into the top 4.
I think so, yeah.
Caitlin Glant with her second stone here in the second end. The brushers are working this one.
It's always nice to see the brushers as a thrower and as a skip. You always want the brooms down. It keeps it clean and gives you more control of the stones. So great shot by Caitlin there.
Yeah, you want to bring the sweepers to the dance.
It's actually a really good shot because it also kind of acts as a little bit of a guard for the one on the 4-foot. This one's out, hanging out again, but it looks like it is curling up some. Oh, here it comes. Oh, it looks like it picked.
Oh,
that was unfortunate because it was just hanging out, and then it just, as you can see, Sierra just sweeping the path there. Looks like the pick just 2/3 of the way down the sheet. So big opportunity for Wynter here.
yeah, they certainly can apply some pressure here.
Yeah, looks like they're going to bring it into the house again. You probably don't really want to throw a guard here in this situation because if they guard those 2 yellows, then Tracy could come in and use that yellow one in the back 4 as backing and then draw around the guards. So she's going to bring this one right into the house and just keep keep hoping that Tracy keeps throwing takeouts and just eliminating rocks.
So Olivia's first stone here, the second end without hammer.
So those are for something just in the top 8-foot there. I guess this rock also blocks off the path to drawing towards that one in the back 4-foot. So it's just trying to get them in the control area there between the 4-foot lines and above the tee line.
A nice weight there from Olivia. The only thing you couldn't do there is be heavy, be behind the tee line. So
another reason why she might want Brooke to play ahead is because she knows that Brooke may have to play a draw in her next one. So try to keep playing, get her opponent throwing hits and then having to make a draw maybe against 2 or 3 here in a couple minutes.
So Brooke Tracy with her first rock here.
Looks like she might be trying to hopefully get the double. If she could kind of double and wiggle through into the or into the house. Needs to curl up just a little bit more. Here it comes. Oh, great shot. Nice double. You never know, that biter might come back to count here with hammer.
And with the amount of curl here, that yellow rock is still exposed on the turn side sleeping.
Yeah. But that's the line where it's been running kind of straight, though. So it still might be difficult to remove it. But we'll see. Olivia's trying to bring one into lie 2 here towards the middle. It's kind of the same shot she just tried.
Wynter is also a hockey player for Harrison Trimble High.
Yeah, a lot of these curlers play other sports. Keeps them in shape for curling. Weight looks pretty good here. We want it to stop. We really don't want to set up a double here.
It comes just to the back of the
That's
forefoot.
not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. I don't think there's a double there for 2. So I think Brooke's gonna be happy just to nose hit for 1 and be happy with the 1 because it was looking a little bit worse a couple minutes ago. So we've seen in the first 2 ends how quickly the ends can change. And Olivia's goal was to force Team Tracy anyway, so this is not.
So yeah, I think both teams are quite happy with the outcome.
Yeah.
So it is just a second end of 10-end game. And Brooke Tracy with the hammer here in the second end, trying to hit and stick for 1.
Looks pretty good. The sweepers are just cleaning it in. Nice weight again. Great throw. That shot's actually a lot harder than it looks. You can't even roll. You can't even afford to roll a foot and a half or 2 feet, or else you give up a steal. So that was very important that she hit and stick on that one.
Yeah, we're seeing great execution out of both teams, as we expected. We get ready to start the third end. Team Wynter with a 2-1 lead over Team Tracy in draw 1, the U21 Provincial Junior Men's and Ladies Curling Championships.
It looks like Brooke called for a tight guard here, so she's going to start trying to force things a little bit here and try to get rocks in the control zone there. And by that we mean between the 4-foot lines and kind of tight guard to T-line. The teams that control that area usually enjoy good results.
CR Tracy also plays competitive softball in the summer.
So we just came a little bit short of the hog line. Olivia's going to be happy to keep the play in the ring. She's going to try and draw into the house.
Lauren Salash. She's on the on her high school golf team. Harrison Trimble.
She's got perfect T-line weight here for this one.
It's just like a long putt for her.
Exactly, just a lag putt. Just get it in there near the hole. Well, golf and curling, those 2 sports dovetail and complement each other nicely. Not too many conflicts in seasons.
CR Tracy going to take this out.
girls apart. It looks like they all went to the same hairdresser to get the braids done on Team Tracy. It's hard to tell them apart from way up here.
Yeah.
It's the broadcast booth. Just a little over curl there.
Yeah, it looked like she was good to the broom there, Felipe.
Yeah, might have just been a little bit lighter than the other ones. Looked like closer to hack weight than bumper control. So just with the lighter weight, it will curl up some.
So Cam Cottle. Yes, they're bringing in the rings. So pretty open game here so far, Felipe.
Yeah, I mean, it's first game of the provincials, and you know everybody's a little bit nervous, and you know that neither of them are from this club, so they're trying to figure out. You can see they're taking different turns and putting with open shots. They're going to different parts of the house to try to see if they can find any spots that they can use later.
So Corey Pastic being asked just to take this out. I'll get that one started just a bit. Sweepers were able to hold.
Good sweep. That's nice. They roll towards the other one, see if they can get a mistake and maybe set up a double or maybe hit and roll behind that one and actually use it as a guard. You can see the Brook would like to hit and roll away from that other red one.
So Cam Cottle for her second stone here. In the third end.
Great sweeping. Did a great job of keeping that straight.
Yeah, good line call.
Yeah.
Good line call by Brook. Realized that stone needed some help early. Pressure did a great job holding.
It's amazing now. It looks like Olivia was called for a little hit and roll behind. It's in the house, but it's really acting like a little bit of a corner guard as well.
Corey Pastic here like to get a little roll.
It's got to curl up a little bit. Here it comes.
A little more weight than our last one, right?
Yeah. Well, sometimes you'll get a situation where the skip might give a little more ice to play the hit and roll, and the thrower throw a little bit more weight to make the hit and roll, and kind of that double cross will result in hitting and rolling out by a foot, like you see just happen there. So it's
yeah, it's a good coaching tip there.
Yeah, I mean, they both mean well, but when you both adjust, that kind of could result in a hit and roll out, as we just saw.
Communication is so important between all four players. Kirsten wants to draw it in. Goes to back 8.
That's fine. She just wanted to have 2 in the house. And actually, behind the tee line is not bad here because you can't really roll behind that one way over on the side without rolling out of the ring. So it's.
So Team Wynter with hammer. So certainly it looks like the force is in play here.
Okay, it looks like they're going to play a freeze, having said that. So okay. she's going to take advantage of that one going behind the tee line. That's the only thing that the one behind the tee line can't defend against. So a little bit of a shift in strategy here early in the third end. And this is really the type of shot that she's been getting ready for the first couple ends, trying to figure out the ice. And looks like this one's coming in a good line. We'll see how the weight is.
Caitlin Gallant with the throw.
Looks like the line was perfect. Just came up about 4 or 5 feet short.
Team Tracy is not going to ignore it. Brooke Atson, Kirk Donovan take this out.
He's like to hit about half a rock here on the other side. Great shot.
This is certainly an easy game for our stats keeper to
Exactly.
keep track of the.
Exactly. Well. That's a great place to roll to because there's really no double here, even though there's 3 rocks in the house. You know, any double they would roll out or extremely difficult.
Seems like Olivia is asking Caitlin to try and make that hit and roll.
Hit and roll towards the middle one.
It's very close.
Yeah, great shot. It's hard to make that shot when you're looking at four feet of ice you gave her on that shot.
Yeah, it's really, those shots on the swinging part of the ice are the line and the weight really have to be in sync.
Yeah. But she brought the plate back towards the middle, so that's good. I think Brooke will be happy to just hit and stick really anywhere in the house. If she could roll maybe, even just hit and stick would be great. The only double would be with the shooter rolling out, so.
Yeah, she'd be quite happy to force Team Wynter to 1 here.
And taking the curl turn here, we'll see how this one reacts when we're from the center line.
And she makes Team Wynter look at 3, and Team Wynter can't afford any hit and roll. It'll be a tough one to hold.
Yeah. Oh, she got rid of it. Okay, that's not bad. She jammed out the back one, but her shooter stayed as a biter, so Olivia's still looking at 2. So, and really took that danger one out of the back 4, right? So really losing that one in the back was not the end of the world.
Now brings the deuce back into play. Team Wynter. Olivia's in grade 11 at McNaughton High School. Sorry, Harrison Trimble High School. Yeah, so we're seeing lots of curl here. See, she's got a little bit over the center line for ice.
Yeah, she's trying to go around that one in the top 12. Like you said, the deuce is still. Oh, she's drawing to the open side, so she's going to draw towards the other one, see if she can set up a jam.
Pressures are working this one for weight.
Really would like to get shot rock out of this one. She's certainly not number 1, might be number 2. Hard to see on the overhead. Looks like the red one in the back is number 2.
Yeah, looks like red is line 2. And seeing as she's not hitting that yellow one, that would seem to be, the teams would agree.
And looks like they're going to try and call a draw around that yellow one. You can see the Brooke at the last minute took just a little bit more ice because the last thing you want to do is tap them in to be shot rock.
Yeah.
So she's going to just try and, even if she was half buried around that yellow one, make it look at 3.
Brooke wants to say hi to her mom, her little sister Nevaeh. They're back home in Gary. So all she wants to do is be Y3.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Mission accomplished. So Olivia Wynter forced to draw the 8-foot for her single.
Well, she just threw a draw. So she has a good idea.
A little further out, so
Well, it's a little bit of a new path here too. I don't think we've seen any draws come down this side. I've seen some hits come down this side, but no draws.
the sweepers like it so far.
The weight looks good. Lauren's just cleaning it in. And great shot by Olivia. Draw against 3 for 1. It's nice to have those in the memory banks as the game goes on.
Yeah, certainly there's some pressure there. You don't want to give up that steal early.
See on the other sheets here, we've got team. Pardon me.
Yes, with that force, Team Wynter goes up 3-1. After 3 ends, so on the 4th end, Team Tracy will have the hammer.
Over on sheet 5, we have Team Campbell leading 2-0 against Team Patterson. And on sheet 6, we have Team Johnson leading Team Stewart 2-1. But it looks like Team Stewart has a couple of yellow ones in there in the 3rd end.
Yes, we have boys and girls teams out here on the same draws. It's a beautiful day here in St. John, so we encourage everyone to come down to the Thistle St. Andrews Curling Club in St. John for some great curling from our future stars.
Okay, so Lauren came up a little bit light there. She's got a high guard on the center. And now we see Tracy's calling a corner guard, so we should see some rocks in play this end. Both teams playing guards.
See where Tracy will start the corner.
Comes just right into the ring, so Olivia will hit that.
So both leads get the opportunity to throw lots of hits.
Yeah.
So Lauren Solid was their 2nd stone.
This one's hanging out a little bit. Here it comes. It's curling up. She really doesn't want a nose hit because that'll still be a corner guard. At least it'll be yellow.
Well, the good news is that it wouldn't be able to get around it from the center side anyway with that high guard there.
Exactly. Okay, so Brooke's going to call a come around on that high center guard.
So this is Sierra Tracy's 2nd stone here on the 4th end. Yeah, so we're in for a messy end here, Felipe.
Yeah, no, this is going to be fun to watch. Lots of rocks in play.
So hopefully all our viewers at home have got their snacks before this end started. You don't want to miss any of the action.
Good throw by Sierra.
And so Olivia's going to ask Corey Pastic just to remove this red rock. Again, seeing that nice control weight.
Yeah. Curled up to the nose all by itself. I'm just going to roll out just a little tiny bit. Good shot.
And there was lots of room between that guard, so.
Yeah.
So great ice conditions here for making curling shots. Play the come round.
This one's in that straight spot that we've been seeing.
It's head and roll out. You don't mind those half shots?
No. As long as it makes the shooter, the rock in play, go away. So this gives Olivia an opportunity to go around her center guard.
It's Corey Pastic with the in-turn come around attempt.
A little split on here. If she gets a piece of the yellow. Oh, good shot. Raised her on. The other one, I don't think the other one's on, but it's in a great spot controlling that middle area.
Yeah, certainly Team Wynter has control of the front. Without hammer. So Brooks going to ask Camden to hit this yellow stone. It's in the 12-foot. Try to get a roll into the middle. Pressure's working this one hard.
A nice hit and roll right towards the 4-foot area there.
Well, looks like that yellow rock's out of play.
Yep, no.
It's out of the rings.
Yep. Definitely looks out. Looks like she's going to run the yellow one back, but I don't anticipate that she'll be throwing it much harder. She'll probably just throw a nice little control, try to get just off the nose and see if she can get it going towards the red one.
Kirsten Donovan with the run back attempt.
Too much.
Yeah, that rock really started curling early.
Looks like inside the 4-foot lines it'll curl. But if you get a little bit outside those 4-foot lines, that's where we're seeing the straight spots.
The break point where that curl starts is pretty close to the hog line, near hog line.
Brooks called for a guard on this red one.
Brooke does have the hammer here in this end.
Sometimes you'll see teams when they do get a miss to keep guarding, and maybe on skip rocks, split the rings. If they draw to the open side, it might allow Team Wynter to hit and roll off that red one and ignore the one on the wing. So I like that guard call there in this one. The bad news is it's forced Olivia to draw around everything, and if she can get one in the 4-foot here, it's going to be trouble for Team Tracy.
Yeah, can certainly shrink the scoring area.
Yeah.
So Caitlin Gallant. He has to try in there.
It's a little light. Good job sweeping, but it's kind of a little bit light. Unfortunately, it's going to block off that path as well for a draw later.
So an opportunity for Team Tracy to draw another one in there.
I think so. I think for sure they're going to look to see if there's an opportunity to score 3 now. If they can get a second one buried.
Force Team Wynter to look at a run back attempt on one of those other stones in front. Key here is just getting the sweeping.
Yeah, you really
Line
don't.
two.
You really don't want to go too deep because you don't want to try to tee up a hit and roll. But it looks like this is soft enough that it's going to be above the tee line. I think anything in the top 12 area would be very good. That's a good shot.
Mission accomplished.
They try to tease her into trying to play the double maybe too, and the shooter won't stay if they.
Yeah, so it looks like they're looking at the double. Maybe these players have been shooting today. We expect her to make this.
Yeah, even a nose hit wouldn't be bad here because then she would kind of have 2 options to either run or tap one in. So you don't want to get too greedy in the double. Nose hit would be just fine.
Looks close. Great shot.
Nice shot. But she would be happy with the double. That was a great piece of sweeping line call there too.
Yeah, nice team shot there. It takes four players on team. Take a shot like that.
This will give Brooke an opportunity to try to get a skipper's deuce here. See if you can get one in there this time.
Tracy with the attempt.
She took really tight ice, and she was really hoping to bury it, but you got to be careful here not to raise the yellow one in. Okay, now big opportunity for Olivia to try and get one in there. We'll try and steal.
Yeah, Olivia went over with her last shot of the fourth end. With a 3-1 lead over Team Tracy.
Olivia taking her time in the hack here, trying to make. She's taking 6 inches more ice than Brooke did.
Yeah, still here in the fourth end. Certainly would give her control. Nice weight.
Perfect weight. She was a little conservative on the ice. She just watched Brooke wreck on the first one, so.
So it looks like Team Tracy's looking at the blank attempt.
Yeah, a lot of yellow ones around, but only one's touching the ring, so it's an opportunity to blank.
So Brooke Tracy here with the hammer in the fourth end. Attempting to move that low. Team Wynter rock. So they're going to have to work this one. It's tight to the line.
Well, this one might jam too. All kinds of action. Well, that result is a steal for one.
Steal one for Team Wynter.
Yeah.
Give them a 4-1 lead after 4 ends. Here in the Papa John's Pizza U21 Junior Provincial Finals. After 5 ends, we'll take a 5-minute break, and everyone can grab a Papa John's pizza.
Yeah, exactly. Better ingredients, better pizza. How are the other sheets looking, Kevin? Sheet 6, we've got Team Campbell up 3-0, and Team Patterson's about to call a timeout. Got a couple in there. 3-3, so I'm going to make sure we make it here. And then what about sheet 6 here? We've got 3-1 lead for Team Johnson, but Team Stewart's got a couple in the house. Back to sheet 7 here. Olivia's calling for a tight guard. Again, just trying to force Tracy to 1. Trying to get the hammer back. Cheapest way to get the hammer back.
Warren Solish with the guard attempt. Nice read.
Yeah, perfect shot.
And Brooke asking for the corner.
Yeah. So another end here, we'll be certainly seeing some rocks in play.
CR Tracy being asked to throw up this corner. And lots of curling left yet, Felipe.
Yeah, I mean, if Brooke could get a deuce here, get some good vibes going into the 5th end break, and talk to Coach Jeremy, see what adjustments they can make for the second half of the game.
Yeah, no need to panic.
Perfect corner guard. I like those corner guards guarding the 8-foot area.
Yeah, so Olivia's going to ask Lauren to come around that guard that she just threw up. It's a little heavy.
Oh, hangs on in the back, 12-foot.
So Team Wynter tried to take advantage of their center guard, and now Team Tracy is going to take advantage of their corner guard.
That's why they put them there, to get around them.
Sometimes as a coach it can be frustrating when they put that guard up and then they neglect to use it.
Yeah.
In the post-game meeting, the coach says, well, why did you put it there if you're not going to use it?
Exactly. Looks like the ice she took was a little tight, but I think Sierra was a little bit outside the room, so that's going to help to get around this one. Weight looks good. Bring it in.
Just need to get a piece of the rings. It's a little short.
That's fine. They can use that. Usable.
Corey Pastic being asked come around that small guard.
Been giving a lot of ice on these come-arounds. This one looks like it's coming in nicely. Great shot. There's a great team shot. Everybody involved in that one.
Great shot from Corey Baston, second stone for Team Wynter. So Team Tracy's going to try and pick that out.
He's hoping for a little hit and roll.
Camden Cowell. Hack set to deliver. This one a little bit.
It's definitely on the guard. We'll see if they can get just a hair light, I think. It was less weight than Brooke was expecting. That was only about right back 8-foot weight. So they tap Olivia's rock in. Now looks like they're going into protect mode, see if they can get a clog up that hole.
Corey Paston with her second stone. Here in the fifth end. Team Tracy has the hammer. So you might see a cleanup shot here. This card is put up, Felipe.
Yeah, I think so. You've still got 5 rocks left, so the next 2 or 3 rocks could certainly be some peel shots. I think those probably would make sense to get rid of some of those front stones. Considering the guard or the draw, because those 2 rocks, the 2 yellow ones, one's top 8, the other one's middle 8. There still is room. It certainly shrinks the scoring zone.
Yeah, like a situation where you want to play to your player's strength.
Yeah. See, Coach Jeremy doesn't like that one because if Brooke calls a draw here, she might not have a shot for herself at the end.
Yeah, and you got to look at what rock up front there is really hurting you right now.
Yeah. Well, even, I mean, maybe removing that red one in front of the yellows, because even if you jam it straight back, at least you got a red one in the house somewhere.
Or straight peel, and you get yourself some more opportunities to make a play on them.
Yeah, but for sure, I think with 5, I think they still have 5 rocks left. I think the next, they need to open up the middle so Brooke has a chance. Because even if she gets forced to, you're down 4-2 after 5 is not the end of the world. Force deuce, tie ball game after what 9? Does that math work out?
Yeah, you don't want to give up a steal.
Yeah, this is they definitely want to score this end. That's a good point. Giving up a steal here, 5-1 with 5 to go would be really getting a deuce. Getting a deuce. A 1 here is like getting a deuce. It's just scoring is really important, I think, for Team Tracy at this point.
I'd like to thank Papa John's Pizza, sponsor for this under 21 provincial junior men's and ladies curling championships. So it looks like the timeout is over.
Yeah, so do you think they'll be peeling a yellow one onto the red, or just straight peel on the red? What do you like, Kevin?
I like to run back here. I think you can angle that red and
so call the run back, and then the peel is the plan.
Yeah, you can angle that red and get rid of lose that guard, the shooter, and the yellow rock.
Mm. And a peel, even a straight peel on the red, could bounce back in off that other red as well. So there's all kinds of good things that can happen.
Yeah. That red rock is not in a good position for Team Tracy. Needs to get rid of it and make sure the shooter doesn't stay there.
Shooter. Oh, see, there we go, Kevin.
Yeah.
Just like you said, it takes away 1 yellow one. shooter stayed, so I mean, it's still got some guard troubles. I think Olivia's going to be content to keep throwing some guards here.
And Team Tracy now has a path into the 4-foot.
Yeah. That whole left side of the sheet's open, so I think that she's definitely going to want to keep that open for her last one.
So Caitlin Gallant.
Now, do they call the tap back? I didn't. They changed. She initially called for the guard, but they might have switched it to the tap back.
Yeah, I think with that ice, it looks like a tap back.
Looks like it's starting to curl more as the game's going on, Kevin. It was quite straight there at the beginning. And we've seen more and more rocks kind of over curl. Okay, well, here's a good opportunity for Team Tracy now. They wrecked on the front. Now she may ever, if you could ever make a hit and roll behind the Great Wall of China over there on the right.
So the timeout by Jeremy Tracy, coach of Team Tracy, certainly was timely and may have changed this end around.
For sure. She could really hit and roll either way here, depending on what she sees coming down.
Looks like she's going to get a little roll sleeping behind that guard.
Well, that's fine.
Yep.
Even though it rolled to the open, it's kind of edge on edge with that guard, and that's the tricky straight spot we were watching throughout the game.
Yeah, and there's certainly a jam possibility if they were to attempt to take it on.
So she's going to ignore it. She's going to be the first one in there through all rolls.
So Caitlin Gallant being asked to make that come around. Looks like it's going to curl up onto the front, Felipe.
Yeah, again, versus as we mentioned in the last shot, it looks like it's starting to curl up a little more. She took edge 8 on that one. I didn't really see if she got all the way out to the broom, but that, you know, that's starting to curl more and more, which is good. It'll make for exciting curling if we can get.
Yeah, it might have been a little tight to the broom.
Yeah. So now Brooke is going to come around on that.
Through that port.
Yep.
From our vantage point, it doesn't look like a big port.
If she makes a good one here, this could really bring 3 under in play.
Kirsten Donovan's second shot on the end.
Great shot.
Yeah, nice shot there. Nice shot from Kirsten Donovan, third stone for Team Tracy. So that brings us down to Skips Rocks.
Yeah, so good timeout by Coach Tracy there. They're looking like they're in a lot of trouble too behind guards, and calls a run back. 2 shots later, they're lying 2, both partially covered. So.
So maybe Wynter with her first stone here in the 5th end. Going to try to remove that Tracy stone in the 4-foot.
Doesn't look pretty good. I might get some roll behind that cover over there. If it curls up. That was a good shot.
She made it go away.
Yeah. So she's going to inch. She's going to inch the ice in a little bit. So we got a good. She's paying attention to the ice. She took kind of middle of the 8-foot bat last time. So it looks like she's taking about 3 or 4 inches less. If she can get one buried behind the yellow here, it'll be very tough to. She might have a chance for 3. Tracy has 2 rocks left, and Olivia has 1 rock left.
Yeah, both teams have done a great job of managing their misses. It's so important to at least make half a shot.
I think anything here, even if she was top 12 half buried, would make it very difficult for Olivia. This one's hanging out.
Trying to carve it off the guard, but
that's all right. That blocks off Olivia's path.
She's looking at removing that red stone, but they are looking at a possible jam. So good communication between the skip and the mate there about where they needed to hit this rock and make sure they avoid the jam.
Yeah. Now this is this line here that we were watching in the first and third end, Kevin, that where it just stayed straight. So we'll see what this one does.
Yeah, being a left-hander, Olivia's a little off, so she can see less of that rock than a right-hander would.
Yeah. She's on the broom. They're sweeping it. Looks like it's
a really quiet wait.
It's really close. I think
really close if they get it by.
Looked like she had that. If that gets by the guard, she would have got the inside roll.
Wow. Curling is a game of inches.
Yeah.
There it was millimeters.
Yeah.
So Brooke Tracy just trying to find a way to get a second one.
Yeah, she's just going to get in the paint somehow, but
in the 12 foot. Looks like they're going to try and come through that port.
Tracy's trying to get a red one in there, but all those red ones are in the way.
Yeah.
So she looks like she's same shot. So she's trying to go through that first port and maybe this looks like a pretty tight shot here.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
Maybe try and rub off that one in the.
I think if the coach had some more timeouts in his bag, might want to try the in-turn on the far side.
Or even the out-turn on the far side.
The coaches get 2 timeouts. Team Tracy has used 1 timeout. Team Wynter has not used a timeout yet.
Well, that was unfortunate. She had an opportunity to get the deuce. Some good things to talk about, though, on that end.
Yeah, well, certainly Team Wynter had control of that, most of that end. And a great shot by Team Tracy to open things up and give their skipper a chance at 2. So we're going to take a 5-minute break. So order your Papa John's pizza, and we'll be back in 5. So score Team Wynter is up 4-2 after 5 ends. Welcome back to the Papa John's U21 Men's and Ladies Junior Curling Provincials. I'm Kevin Kyle. I'm here joined with Felipe Marine.
Hey, Kevin.
And we're covering the first draw here in the ladies section. We got Team Tracy versus Team Wynter. After 5 ends, Team Wynter has a 4-2 lead. Team Tracy took one in the 5th end. So here in the 6th, Team Wynter will have the hammer. So Felipe, you have some stats for us from the first half of the game?
Yeah. Let's see here. The leads are evenly matched. We've got Sierra's curling 66% after the first 5 ends, and Lauren is at 60. Again, we could put those in context a little bit. There's the first game of the event, and maybe nerves were a little bit a factor, and they're trying to figure out the ice. But certainly, they're doing well.
So Brooke Tracy is asking for the come around here. Got a couple guards up. So Sierra Tracy gets biter on the 12.
Yeah, that first shot by Lauren there. I don't know if they were calling for a corner guard or over to the side, but it ended up being a center guard. So that's Tracy doesn't mind a rock being there. Now Olivia's going to call for a come around that yellow one.
Yeah, asking our lead Lauren Zalage to come into the top 4.
Bringing this one back is not bad.
No, Team Wynter does have the hammer.
It cuts off that biter on the top, so.
So we're playing the race to the middle.
Yeah.
Well, Camden Cottle, second stone for Team Tracy. Being asked to put this one in the top 4.
Yeah, well, the Red Rocks are blocking off the path to the 4 foot on the other side early in the end, so if they can get everyone around here. Looks good. We'll see if it has enough weight.
That line looks really good.
Yeah, but light is better than heavy here. We know that from years of coaching, that that's a usable rock that they can use later in the end. But if that comes back 4 or back 8, it gives an opportunity to the other team. So better to be a little bit light than a little bit heavy.
Yeah, pro side miss for sure. Without hammer, down 2, playing the 6th end.
Controlling the middle. Both sides of the middle, so they're in good shape there.
Team Wynter has the hammer up too. Playing the 6th end. And asking Corey Pastic to come into the middle.
Wider path than we've been watching, but it's curling in nicely now. Anything above the tee line would be good here.
Yeah, the weight looks good on this one.
This kind of didn't finish up, did it?
Well, good shot from Corey Pastic, nonetheless.
Tees up the hit and roll a little bit here, so if Camden can make a hit and roll, that'll be good for Team Tracy.
Yeah, certainly good setup here for Team Tracy to get the steal. Controlling the front of the house.
This one looks like a little more weight, so it's going to take a little longer to curl.
this end could be the bell line to turning point end.
Yep.
Nice shot there from Camden Cottle.
That's a good shot. Shot rock, and she has some backing there. Those yellow ones are dangerous though, because yellow does have hammer, Team Wynter, so playing with fire a little bit, but it's at the point in the game that they're really trying to force play here. See if they can maybe steal. That would be nice, but I mean, at worst, force Team Wynter to one. It looks like she's going to call a timeout. This is a critical shot in the end.
Yeah, so this is the first timeout for Team Wynter. Excuse me. So both coaches are allowed to come out to the ice shed and talk to their teams.
Red.
No.
Or
Yeah,
sorry, yellow.
yeah. Timeout called by Team Wynter.
What do you think? What do you like here, Kevin?
I think similar to what we saw the Tracy team do last end. I think that guard out front, if they were to remove that, they're going to have an opportunity to bring those two yellows in the back into play.
Yeah, I think if you make a play on that red one in the house now, it's very likely they might jam that. And the worst case scenario is you jam it, leave the shooter roll, then they hit and roll. Next thing you know, a minute and a half later, you're looking at two behind cover.
Yeah, there's lots of rocks to come, so it's early in the end. You have hammer up two in an even end. It's a sixth end. We're getting late in the game.
Yeah.
So
I think with hammer, you want to make sure that middle is open, or at least one side of the sheet is open. Right now, as you can see, red is blocked off both sides. It's going to be, if this was the last rock at the end right now, it would be hard to get in there. So
yeah, I
we'll see if they call some kind of deal shot in the middle.
Have Team Wynter scores one here. Up three after six. That's control.
Yeah, so it looks like they're going to try and maybe see if they can wiggle a double peel out of it. See if the rocks are so close that if they could get that yellow going toward one of the red ones. The only you got to be careful here is if they hit the yellow into that red, it might deflect into the house. So, you know, straight peel on one of those reds might not be a bad call either, but it looks like they're going to. This one's a little out.
She might get them both.
Okay, you know what? That's not a bad shot, because if she had have hit, you know, 2/3 of a rock on that yellow one, we might see it bouncing into the rings.
Yeah, that whole side is open now.
Yeah.
So Team Tracy's going to guard for their life.
Okay, now she's changing the turn on it. We know the ice. The other, so she's sort of open here.
So Kirsten Dunham's going to try and put this right on the 4-foot line.
Oh, perfect shot.
Perfect guard from Kirsten Donovan.
You got to keep peeling there, Kevin. Keep peeling the red one.
Yeah, force them to make that guard perfect if that's what they're going to elect to do. They're going to elect to do peel the center. We'll give her two ways into the 4-foot. Both turns to get to the 4-foot.
There's a lot of weight here. Danger zone now. This So another yellow one in the house. So as you said, they're probably guarding for their lives here. Might be time to bring another one in, eh? Through that port, Kevin?
Yes.
That red one looks pretty lonely in there.
Again, pro side miss. Be short. No one knew the opportunity for some back attempt for a big score.
So he's going to make it. The line's good, but it's a little bit short.
Filled the hole. Olivia's looking at slashing that, peeling that corner guard.
So straight peel here.
Peel, roll, shoot away. Weight here.
Well, she opened it up. So Brooks going to try to throw another guard.
Yeah, right now it looks like the Wynter team could get to the inside of that red rock in line 4. So
yeah,
this is a guard for your life.
They just threw it down this line, so they know the ice and they know the weight.
Tracy's first rock here in the 6th end. She does not have hammer. She's guarding for her life here.
It's curled. It looks pretty good. It's guarding the inside half, inside 2/3 maybe, so it curled up just enough.
So it looks like they can see a piece of it.
I wonder what kind of weight she's going to throw here. I don't know if she's trying to pick it out.
Looks like it. Being a left-hander, she's on the good side of the
Yeah.
of the center line, so she can see a little more of it than a right-hander would see. Well, they put the broom down right away, so
Yeah.
doesn't look like a lot of room. So Wynter with her first.
Yeah, she's
With the
definitely,
hammer here in the 6.
definitely trying to pick it out with that weight.
The plan B, hit that front guard.
Oh, yes.
Oh, what a great
Oh,
shot.
yes, it is by. Oh, great shot by Olivia. Wow.
Nicely done.
She didn't make it by that guard by very much either.
So Brooks going to have to try and bring one in here.
So what's this part of the ice going to do here? Wouldn't mind seeing just a little bit more ice here. You got to make sure you get in. Yeah, she heard me.
Yeah.
The last thing you want is to wreck on that top one when really it's going to curl quite a ways.
Coming back to these yellow ones on the back of the 8 foot, it's not a.
Yeah, that's not the end of the world either.
Not the end of the world.
Yeah, just got to be shot rock here.
So At least cut her down to 1.
So gotta make sure you get by the top one, which it looks like it is by. So now it's plenty of weight. Gotta see if they're. Uh-oh.
Sweeper's trying to carve that in.
It looked like he was kind of halfway between a hit and a draw, and just draw for 4, Kevin. This will blow the game wide open. Well, right now, if she doesn't throw, she gets 3. So it's a big turning point on this end.
Yeah, that Team Wynter patience and peeling guards and forcing Team Tracy to put those guards in perfect spots paid off.
Yeah.
Olivia Wynter with the draw for 4.
She's got plenty of weight here. It's by the top. She can use her own for backing here. This one's heavy too. And she hit her own out, so
I'll take her 3. And that'll be a 7-2 lead after 6 for Team Wynter.
a big turning point there, so you won't be seeing too many conservative plays here from now Team Tracy. They're going to definitely have to score a multiple here with Hammer. Down 5.
Yeah. So time to get aggressive.
Minimum 2. And if they get 2, give 1. Give 2 again, then go into steal mode. So just they're definitely need to score minimum 2 here.
I can expect to see Team Wynter come in the house and keep things open a bit.
I would think so.
That's Lauren Solage have to be asked to come into the 4-foot.
Stop 4. Don't really want guards here, but that's not a bad spot. Again, it's still controlling the middle. The only thing about guards is that the other team can use them too, but again, we're so tight to the rings and in the middle, it's not the worst miss in the world.
So Team Tracy's probably happy with that result. And he rocks out front. Help them towards a big end. And Sierra Tracy throws up the corner guard.
Perfect spot. Some teams might, and I think Olivia's signaling for it, some people might remove their own yellow one here. She's going to stay aggressive and try to keep putting pressure on Team Tracy. Some teams, when they call for draw in the house and come up short, they are eligible to remove them from the free guard zone if it's your own. So it looks like she's going to draw around it.
Lauren has to come around. I want to be around behind the tee line.
Just back button there.
Sounds like Brooke wants. Not sure if she tapped it short. Does throw another corner on that? Really out there.
Yeah, this was a wider line. It's all right, usable. Any guards are good, as you mentioned earlier. Yeah. They're all going to help Team Tracy there.
So Corey Pastic being in the hack.
And stats for the seconds, we've got Corey Pastic's curling 69%, and Camden's curling 75% for Team Tracy. So the edge goes to Team Tracy in second stall position. So Olivia, with that one touching the button, she's going to be content to just keep throwing guards because she knows that eventually Brooke's going to have to move that yellow one.
So make a play on the guard. Looks like she just might be playing the run back here. She'd be happy with a straight peel.
Let's make it some action off the yellow here. Oh, there's a good break. You gonna stop? That was actually an excellent break because it got rid of one of the center ones that was blocking that off, and even curled around behind the one on the button. So
yeah, certainly a better situation now for Team Tracy. So Olivia's just asking Corey to
keep throwing the guards.
keep throwing those guards up.
Kind of a dangerous. I mean, I don't know what else you would do. I guess you could bring another one in, but they've been doing well with the guards. So
Yeah, Corey's had good control over her guard weight here. So she's pretty well blocked off there now.
yep.
With the curl here, though, Felipe probably still opportunity to get to that yellow rock on the in turn.
Well,
Tap it back.
They still have, I mean, 5 rocks left. I mean, the other thing you could maybe do is maybe just a hit and roll on that center guard to the corner. You know, just open it up and try to keep your shooter around for a corner guard. You don't need to go into full double peel mode yet.
Well, we'd like to keep some of those guards around.
Yeah, so as long as you move that off the center and the shooter stayed, either roll to either side, I guess, for another corner that you can use later.
Yeah, down 5. Team Tracy needs to manufacture deuce here.
Or just chip it over to a corner.
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah, that's not. It looked like a bad miss, but really, that's not. That's not. That's not the worst thing that could happen. Would have been nice to just put over another foot, but I guess you can't.
Yeah.
Beggars can't be choosers, right?
Still would have scored it a 4 out of 4.
Yeah.
Okay, Caitlin Gallant. Has to put another guard up there. Working this one.
Caitlin's
Hold that line.
Caitlin's curling 61% for Team Wynter, and Kirsten's curling 77. So we've got the edge going to Team. Oh, she come up a little short. I jinxed her. Sorry, Caitlin.
Okay.
So the edge at the vice position goes to Team Tracy as well. Okay, so now where that guard came up short, opens up the one in the middle, and Brooke's going to try and hit that one off the button and roll behind that corner guards there. See if you can get a multiple score that way.
Kirsten Donovan.
Love this weight. She looks like she's going to get
Looks like she's going to get
Oh,
that
she's
inside roll.
She's got a really good one here. As long as she can get that yellow one past the... Oh, this is a great shot. Wow, I love that soft weight.
Yes.
Like the sweeper's made a big difference there. It really doesn't matter that she didn't remove that rock, because that's more backing for Team Tracy to use in case something gets jammed back onto it.
So,
But Olivia's staying aggressive. She's going to draw right up to that rock.
yep, asking Caitlin Gallant to freeze right down to it.
She's just trying to shrink the scoring zone. This is playing with fire play, because if you don't make it just right, she might do a little hit and tap and roll to lie 3 here in a second if they're not careful.
Team Tracy is saying game on.
You can see that she's just a hair heavy and a hair outside. Now,
It's an opportunity.
she leaves the same shot. And unfortunately for Team Wynter, she's bumped that red one back farther behind cover. So exact same shot here for Kirsten.
Kirsten, yep. Kirsten Donovan.
This one looks good too.
So we were trying to carve it out to try to get more to the inside. Looks like a little, just avoids the jam at the back.
No, that's just fine. I mean, she would have liked to have just a little bit of a roll, but Olivia's hoping for a double here, try to get rid of a couple of red ones. Like she really doesn't even need a double here. If she nose hits it, if she curls across the face, you know, like the shooter, you really want the shooter staying here, because there will probably be a wall of rocks behind it.
So this is Olivia's first stone here in the 7th end without hammer. Leading 5-2 for Team Tracy.
Yeah, with that kind of weight, I think she's certainly just trying to get the shooter to stay.
Yep, that's a nice control weight that we've seen from these teams all day.
It's just hanging out there. So she jammed it on that red one.
So Team Tracy still line 2 here. Bonus one into the 12-foot.
I think so, yes. As long as she can be, if you could ever, as Colleen Jones says, Christmas tree them between the red one and the high yellow guard there. Just kind of half guarding that red and maybe half buried on the yellow top 8, lying 3. It would be really tough for Olivia to get one in there.
Yeah, with being down 5, I think you certainly want to be line 3 here.
Yeah.
So Brooke Tracy with her first rock here in the 7th end. She does have hammer. Just trying to come into the 12-foot.
Even if she
Full 12.
even if she's guarding, I mean, it's not.
Would not be the end of the world.
Unusable. That's not bad. So really, Olivia doesn't have any kind of hit unless he played a crazy long run back. So she's just going to try to see if she can get one into the 4-foot. Even if she was full 8 to cancel out the back red one. A lot of kids think that, geez, well, I got to get one on the button here. But even if she got in for number 2, it'd be hard for Brooke to get one in for a second point.
Yeah, and you certainly want to take 3 out of play here.
Yeah.
Giving up 2 is not the end of the world.
Yeah, and if she gets one in the 8-foot here, a corner buried, you know, it's going to be a hard shot for 2. She might get the force out of it. I mean, sure, it would be nice to get one into 4-foot here and set up a steal maybe, but forcing to 1 or just don't want to force them to 3, right?
So this is Olivia's last shot. We're in the 7th end without hammer. Leading by 5, facing 2 Tracy's counters. Trying to come around that corner guard to the 4-foot. It was good, just that rock just didn't curl.
And again, that's going to force Brooke to make a play on that. I mean, she's number 2. It's pretty well. It's probably edge on edge from the. Might be just a little bit of air between those, but she's going to have a difficult shot. But it is for 3, Kevin. This would
get them right back in the game.
Yeah. That is kind of a high guard, zone 2, 2.5 guard. So if you can just throw a nice soft weight they've been throwing.
And it has been running straight out here, so just hit the broom and.
That looks good. Weight looks good.
Looks like there's lots of room.
That's hanging out.
It's way out there.
Hanging out.
She's trying to carve it back in.
No, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's that same spot again. The 1st end, 3rd end, 5th end. We saw that just outside the 4-foot line, just hanging straight. We got them again.
Yep. So a missed opportunity there for Team Tracy. So they'll go to the 8th end. Team Tracy full steel load.
Yeah. Olivia up 4 with hammer. So she won't be taking too many chances here.
So Brooke asking Sierra to get that center guard up.
It's impressive though. Olivia she stayed aggressive, even though she was up a bunch of points. And it paid off. Again, that last one she just got it in for number 2. Nothing crazy, and left Brooke with a tough shot on a tough piece of ice.
And if you're Team Wynter, you probably feel like you just stole 2.
Yeah.
So Sierra Tracy throwing it to center guard. It's high guard up. Gives lots of opportunity to get another one closer.
Yep. Yeah, when you're trying to steal, you want that kind of high guard, tight guard. So they got the high guard out of the way. I think Olivia signaled here in the house or through, so I think that was translation. Don't be light. So Lauren's going to make sure that she's at least in the house, and she's been spot on with her weight most of the game, so she's had a good game. And there's a good shot.
Yeah, Olivia doesn't want a messy end. Brooke Tracy is gonna Sierra put another guard up there, a little closer. Have the double guard.
There's another good shot. In the free guard zone, they can't remove that.
Wall place guard.
Control in the middle. Those two guards are about as far apart as they could be, both being guards.
It looks like Olivia Wynter wants to go over to the wings.
A little dangerous to go over to the other side here because it might block off. I mean, if you're going to peel, but maybe she's not going to peel. Good shot.
So but Tracy and the King will hit and roll off that yellow stone.
Wouldn't mind seeing her draw into that spot. I mean, oftentimes you think, well, hit and roll behind the center, but why not just put it there with the draw? It might be a little more likely with the draw. If they're going to steal these ends, the points are all going to be in the 4-foot, so we're hitting one out in the 12-foot. So just
You really need the perfect roll here. If it's any bit open, then Team Wynter is just going to go into hit mode. So you got to...
Having said that, she's got a really good shot coming down here. See if they roll it over. That's a good spot. That's blocking off that part of the house, so it's not. Again, that soft weight, more manageable.
Team Wynter trying to decide what guard they're going to peel. I think it might be tended Felipe to take the one that's closer to the house.
Yeah. I think you're right. Either one of them is good though. They're both trouble rocks. And Gory made a nice throw there.
Yeah, nice peel. Mission accomplished. So Brooke asking for replace the guard.
Yeah, I think you throw a couple more guards, eh, Kevin? And see if you can get a nose hit on a peel.
Certainly.
And
just stay patient.
So she's going to freeze to the outside one.
Okay, good shot there from Cameron Cottle.
Yeah.
Just a little heavy, tapping that.
Yeah, the only thing is that I think the team that's defending a lead likes the play in the rings.
Yes.
That brings the play into the rings, even if she makes a perfect freeze. So it's I'm sure it would be nice to see maybe another guard up there. Or I don't know. She might get a jam here. Another good shot by Corey. Good line call there by Olivia. It looked like it was starting to curl up.
Both teams with lots of time left on their clocks.
Yeah, they don't waste any time. They've been doing a good job of looking at the situation. Usually comes down to 2 shots, a draw and a hit, then you pick one, right?
Yeah. Yeah, both teams with over 11 minutes of thinking time left.
Call a hit and roll here towards the center, but hit and stay there in front of the other one was not bad.
Opportunity to get rid of that guard now.
Yeah, I mean, Olivia, right now the good news is their shot, I think yellow is shot. It might be red, but
we asking Caitlin to get rid of this rock. Watch the jam at the back.
Good here. Good sweep.
Yellow rock stayed at the top 12. That'll still be usable.
Still not that bad a situation for Brooke.
Yeah, Team Tracy.
You know, they've got 3 rocks left here. I think they've got to get a good one in the forefoot here. If they could ever get a nose hit on a peel, then they could get a second one in. So I think it's time to call a timeout or draw. Yeah, she heard me again. She's got good hearing.
Yeah, timeout called by.
Yeah, I think Jeremy will
Team Tracy.
Yeah, I think Jeremy will probably tell them to. I mean, if you play it out, if they could get one in top 4 buried, Olivia's going to peel. If she could get a nose hit on the peel, or maybe get some action on the yellow one there on a peel, the stuff it could jam on. And then if you could ever get a nose hit, then bring another one in. You know, and maybe you're looking at a steal of 1, or get, you know,
yeah,
heaven forbid, a steal of 2.
A lot of good things can happen.
Yeah, I think it's time to, because that guard is in a good spot. The other thing is that the center guard's their own color, right?
Yeah.
So even if they did hit it back and ends up somewhere in the house, it's your color that's staying.
So that's the final timeout for Team Tracy.
While we're waiting here, over on sheet 6, Team Patterson is leading Team Campbell 7-4. They're playing 8. On sheet 6, we've got Team Johnson leading Team Stewart 6-5. And Stewart's lying 1 without hammer. And the center guard up there too. Bias towards Team Stewart here. My son Timothy's playing lead on that team, Kevin. So
excellent. And your son Liam is skipping a team as well.
Yeah, they got the afternoon off, so we've been resting up this afternoon, and they're getting ready to go at 7:30 tonight.
And hopefully we'll see a game where the two brothers get to go head to head.
Yeah. Yeah, it's happened twice this year. They've each won 1, so they need to settle that bout. Here comes Kristen.
It looks like they've decided to play the hit here, Felipe.
Yeah, a little hit and roll maybe, or even a nose hit's fine. Keep control in the middle. Yeah, she gets the double. Well, that's good. Now they've got 2 in the middle there.
So Olivia, first indication was to draw in, but I think cooler heads have prevailed, and they're looking at the hit now.
She's been aggressive the whole game. She doesn't. Yeah. I mean, at this point, mate, last stone. She's shot rock right now. I mean, bringing one in for number 2 is not a bad aggressive strategy.
Yeah.
She's been aggressive the whole game, so it's in kind of in line with what she's been doing, and it's been working so far. Sometimes teams that are aggressive start playing defense, and that's when they let teams back in. So she's done a good job of staying aggressive and making their share of shots.
So Caitlin Glant has to bring this into the rings.
Just a bit light. Okay, some more stuff for Brooke to draw around. There we go.
So this is Brooke's first rock here in the 8th end without hammer. I'm trying to bury one around those center guards. An opportunity here for Team Tracy to steal. Team Wynter's had control of the scoreboard, but it doesn't seem like a big lead.
Yeah.
There's been opportunities for Team Tracy to get back in. So Brooke trying to come around on her first shot. Here in the 8th end. Looks a little late.
It's just not bad for just giving her an opportunity to draw around on last.
So Olivia Wynter's going to try and win the race to the button.
Yeah, and she's already lying 1, so this would,
yep.
Even if this comes up top 8, half buried, lying 2, it's going to be very difficult for Olivia to get one in there.
Olivia Wynter playing the 8th end. She does have a hammer. This is her first shot of the 8th end.
Sweeper's indicating that it's a little bit heavy, but it's coming down.
Slides to a back biter. So opportunity here for skip Brooke Tracy to sink one.
Yep. Wynter's had the edge in stats, 63 to 50 for the skip position, but both skips have had difficult shots, so that kind of adds a little bit of context to those numbers. The skippers always facing the harder shots through the ports and just drawing smaller areas.
Well, if your skip curls 50% and always makes their second shot, you're going to win a lot of games.
Yeah. A little heavy.
This one looks a little heavy as well now.
It's coming down. Just a little too far.
So Team Wynter is going to have a draw for 2 here in the 8th end. Maybe just through this draw. It looks even if they came down to the red one that they would still be.
Yeah, still score 2.
They would still score 2.
And she just threw the shot, so she threw the last one to the back 12, so she should probably adjust a little bit and invite the sweepers to the party.
Yeah, that's what the sweepers are telling her down there.
Yeah.
Bring us to the dance.
That's pretty good. The line's good. The weight looks good.
Yeah, nice adjustment on her weight there.
Yeah. Gave it to the sweepers, and looks like they're gonna bring it right into the 8-foot area. Good shot.
Well played. So we have handshakes. So in the opening ladies draw, it'll be Team Wynter over Team Tracy. This is a triple knockout event, so teams have to be beaten 3 times before they're out. Well, Felipe, we were treated to a great game there.
Yeah, it's nice to get the event underway, and all of these teams are. I think Wynter came in ranked 6th, and they won their first game. So I mean, all the teams are. They're not going to roll over, so it's going to be a great week here. Come on down to Thistle St. Andrews Curling Club to watch, and watch some great curling by these great young curlers.
Yeah, and I want to thank everybody for watching on Bell Alliance, and And hope you've been enjoying this coverage of the Papa John's U21 Men's and Ladies Provincial Junior Champions. We'll be back again this evening and hope to see you all then. Thank you.
Good night.